What's up, guys? It's Pat and Thomas. We are the Patio Bros, and we're excited for our event on December 16th, coming right around the corner at Peddler's Pub.
Yep.
I was actually there last night. Emily and I went on a date night. We had some pizza, some drinks, and it's a really cool spot. They got pool tables, they got a vast area, and a really cool wraparound bar.
Yep.
So it's going to be awesome. What all giveaways are we doing?
Dude, we have some awesome giveaways. So first off, sponsored by Harris Heights Realty, we are giving away an Oculus Quest VR headset. It's awesome. If you don't use it, it's a great gift for your kids.
Anybody.
So you don't want to miss your chance to win that.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's just awesome. We're wearing them and they make us look really good. Easy peasy hats right here. We're giving away five hats?
Yes, 5 hats being given away.
Yeah, we're signing them as well. Just kidding. We're not. We don't want to ruin them like that.
Yeah,
we're giving away 5 easy peasy hats.
So Be Local is doing a $25 gift card
Yep.
for everybody who signs up. So you can actually go to Instagram to check that one out, but they'll announce it on the day of the event, the 16th. And if you don't know Be Local, they are a newsletter and a website for all the events and things that are happening in Northwest Arkansas. So we're excited to partner with them.
We're one of them. We're one of those things.
Yeah, we're one of the events.
Every month.
So check out their website, belocalnwa.com. And that's it for the giveaways.
So we have some awesome sponsors we want to shout out. Our main co-hosts, we have Erica Young with Young's Moving Service,
Nikki Tremonti with Waco Title,
Rachel and Ethan Corpello with NWA Networking,
Brian Albran with Bravo Roofing,
Dan Allred, owner of EA Insurance,
Steve Ziegler with Blue Haven Pools and Spas.
Zach Sudar, Flat Branch Home Loans. Your turn.
Our buddy.
Awesome. So those guys make our events happen every month.
And then our awesome giveaway sponsor for the Oculus is Harris Heights Realty, our guys Greg and Cass. Those are also our co-workers at Harris Heights as well. So shout out to them for giving that thing away. I want to take a second, just because we are the Patio Bros and we lean on a couple of different pillars in our lives, talk and shout out our guy Dan Allred, who my father-in-law, also a Patio community co-host, and he is in the hospital. And he suffered a heart attack this past week and has been hospitalized, was in the ICU for a couple of days, had family and friends surrounding him. At one point had a better chance of not living than living while being in the hospital, and by God's grace came back from it, is now recovering and going to be having heart surgery in the next week, and then has obviously a road ahead of them to recover from that. So,
and if you don't know Dan is like the healthiest guy ever. Like, he'll do any sort of project. He's like coming from like the brink of, flatlining. He's walking now. He's eating. He's making strides to prove that he's ready for surgery. Yeah, because he is the man. It's Dan the Miracle Man, right?
The Miracle Man, Dan. Yeah, Miracle Dan. So
Miracle Dan.
If you're out there and you want to just say a quick prayer for Dan, we appreciate it. And that's kind of one of the topics that I wanted to bring up today, is just faith and how beautiful it is to, I want to say, live in a place here in Arkansas where you and I can be open about our beliefs and the impact that Jesus has on our lives. And just to experience something like this with Dan being in my family really brought us all together in a way, to kind of see what God's able to do in our lives when we put him first and we praise him and we worship him, and we honestly at times beg him for help. And Dan is a faith-based man, a guy who no doubt has leaned on Jesus over and over and over again, as well as his wife Tammy and our family. So
Dan, he models the way our Heavenly Father, models fatherhood. Dan, of course, makes his mistakes here and there, but he always loves first. He might tell you how to do something the right way first, but then he's always loving. So Dan's a great guy.
And so we had a really cool meeting. Just a side note, for those of you who are looking to sponsor our Patio socials for the upcoming 2025 year, just send us a DM. We're connecting with the different business owners who are interested in partnering up with us. We've got some really awesome packages, but we had a really awesome sponsor lunch the other day and just had the opportunity to pray for Dan in the midst of his whole thing. And obviously, for obvious reasons, he wasn't able to be at the lunch, but just to be able to put his name out there was really an awesome thing, and just loved the respect that all the other sponsors, the 20-something people that were in the room, showed at that time as well.
Yeah. And real quick quick shout out to Monarch Visuals. They are our go-to real estate photographers. They shoot our events, but that's out of the kindness of their heart. They are real estate photographers, and they're really good at what they do. If you're wondering why we look like we actually know what we're doing on this podcast, it's because Jeremy and Diego coached us on how to set up a podcast and look good. Yeah. So we owe that to them.
They are awesome. If you want to check out our new listing, you can go on Facebook. You can go on Zillow. Hallett Coach Road in Centerton is for sale. You can see their listing photos. And then if you want to see the photos from our past event, you can go to patiocommunity.com, click on the gallery, and then you can see all the photos from each event that we host, each social. So that's really cool. Shout out to Monarch. Yeah. And then shout out to our guy, Juan Miller with Mill Hub Group. Just does a phenomenal job running the Patio Community website. And so we want to shout him out always. If you have needs for websites or really the niche market
Airbnb
that he's
hosting,
in is Airbnb hosting and management and marketing, he's the guy to reach out to. Yeah. And as always, shout out to Brittany Simon with Collab for redesigning our Patio social branding and really helping us elevate. So we have a lot of people that we owe something to.
So that's really the beauty of like the Patio social and the Patio community. Yeah. What it's turned into is it's become, a village where everyone wants to pitch in just because they love kind of what we're doing. And we're just, the guys that wing it and put on the event every time. Yep. But if it weren't for the smart people that we surround ourselves with and that really save us the other day, like Jenny Wellington, she provided lunch at our sponsor presentation, which was awesome. We totally dropped the ball on that. She came through for us, and it ended up being a great turnout.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
It was awesome. She hooked it up. So shout out to Jenny. Thomas and I could probably sit here and talk and just shout people out that have helped us over the past couple of years. Yeah, too many people.
We should probably start doing stuff ourselves, right?
At some point we'll actually work. But I think you guys know how much time and effort we've put into our growing our pages and just making the events great and stuff. And was having a conversation with someone earlier today and just telling them about our process of hosting social events and how we want to get to the community and we want to benefit small businesses. And she was pretty blown away by how we do our process. And I was like, well, it takes a lot of people to do it, and we just kind of facilitate, and we put our lives on the line to make it go. But it really takes a bunch of people together to do that. So
and if you're ever thinking about like, man, I want to host my own event, but I don't know what I'm doing, or I just I'm scared to start and I don't know where to start. Pat or I, we're not going to gatekeep this. Pat started it from 0 3 years ago and brought me on last year, and we really tried to grow it, and I've messed up a million times, so you don't have to. So we're not here to gatekeep. We would love to sit down and talk with you and just kind of help, any questions you may have. If we can answer it, we'd love to. Hopefully the right way, because we might answer it the wrong way. Let's be honest.
Socials and events and get-togethers that's the backbone of freedom, right? Like in our country, like we need to be together. We need to be in union, and sitting alone at the house is really it doesn't solve anything. So we love to be together with people, and we're lucky enough to do that in the work that we do and everything. But not everybody is. So you're watching and you're like, I'm kind of bored. I'm going to go home and watch The Office, which we love. Maybe there's a better option on Monday night. So you look forward to coming to our social and interacting with people.
If you don't have a community that you can just go out on random Monday nights, you thought it was going to be a boring Monday, the Patio socials are for you. Really, we hear one thing like consistently through everyone that comes, new or old, organic conversations, and everyone really wants to talk to me, which is so true because I'm not that interesting, but everyone does want to talk to me. And it's nice. When you talk to anybody at the Patio Social, you feel the love, and that's kind of what we try to bring into it. But it really is the community that's brought that aspect to it. We've just tried our best to steward that as good as we can.
We have just a few more days to the event, so make sure to pre-sign in at patiocommunity.com. We're doing double entries to our giveaways.
Are there can people still enter on the Be Local and NWA Daily? Or
absolutely. If you're on the NWA Daily newsletter, you can see where that we had an email sent out this week. Be Locals on Instagram with our page, so you can search us Patio Community on Instagram. Access that. Potentially win a $25 gift card. Come to the event, spend
Get pizza for free. Yeah, buy some free pizza, drink too.
Free drink, free pizza in the mix.
Maybe a free Oculus.
Come
on.
So thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you guys next month.
Awesome. See y'all.